So we seal pavers, travertine, slate, limestone, any other type of natural stone. We do a sealer on it. We offer 2 different types of sealers, a clear water-based impregnating sealer that goes into the stone, does not change the look, will not lock in the sand, will not make it shiny. We also offer a paver sealer that is color enhancing, that will lock in the sand and give it that little bit of bling. So we offer both of them. Here's the cool part. Our company has a reseller certificate. So we buy our sealer directly from the manufacturer. We go to the actual warehouse where they make the sealer and we pick up our sealer and we will give you the receipt. And so you only have to pay for the sealer that we buy at cost, which is at a very, very low rate. So the labor is already included in our Pear maintenance program. That's a huge benefit. So we will spray as much sealer as you want onto your pavers, your travertine, your slate, your limestone, all that good stuff. And it will look glorious if that's what you want. Not a lot of people actually want sealer. What they want is clean pavers with no weeds. One thing that I will say that sealer does do is it does protect from the UV damage. So over time, you're gonna have pavers or travertine that's on the outside, whether it's under a screen enclosure or not, that's exposed to the sun. And some pavers or travertine that are undercover most of the day, over time, you're gonna see a difference in color and look. And that's gonna happen. But if you wanna slow the degradation process of the UV damage and make them look more uniform longer, spray the sealer. The cool part is you can get the sealer at a very low cost from us and we give you the receipt. So we're very transparent about everything. So you don't have to overpay for sealer. It's very easy to spray sealer. There are some things that you gotta be careful of, like if you have new pavers, then you wanna be really careful to make sure that we go through the wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry process to pull out the efflorescence. Well, most of the time for pavers, we have to clean it with an acid, then we have to clean it with an alkaline. So we gotta neutralize it. So there's a lot of nuances that we're aware of to make sure that you have a really good experience with your pavers or your travertine. The other thing you wanna be careful of is with travertine, you don't want to put a color enhancing seal, like a film forming sealer on travertine, or you will have an ice skating rink. It's a very bad experience to walk outside of your travertine and your grandkids come out there and you see them fall on their back because it is just like an ice skating rink when they get out of the pool. There's different nuances that we can talk about what's best for your property, but paver sealing, you get it at cost and the labor's included. One of the ways that you can determine if you need to add more sealer, on the clear seal, you can just look, and if the water stops bubbling up when it rains or you splash some stuff on it, then you need some more sealer. The benefit is it doesn't cost you a lot of money. If we buy a 5-gallon pail of sealer for you, potentially if you're okay with it, we could leave it at your house. And then when we come on one of the quarterly visits and you want us to touch up your pavers or your travertine or your slate with a little bit more sealer, we just put it up in our pump up sprayer and we spray it onto the natural stone. With the color enhancing sealer, generally it's a good idea to put down 2 coats at first and then add a thin coat once a year to keep the sealer up.